Hey everybody, we're back. It is the last day of Freelance Business Week. And I'm actually watching the page to make sure that it's actually going to go live, and there she is. So I'm here with Michaela Lark. Together, we put together the Austin speakers. So tell us a little bit. You've got the majority of today. So tell us what's happening today.
Okay, so today we're going to be starting out at 10 o'clock with Amanda Gracio. Oh my goodness. I'm so, excuse me. I mean, sometimes with vocabulary and pregnancy, it doesn't go together. So then we have Zoe and Chloe this afternoon. So after we have Jen Ewan, make sure you get ready to move because Zoe is that's
That's
definitely going
right.
to have you move and get out of your seat today, which that's what we need because let's be real. We're constantly in our seats for 8 to 12 hours and don't move barely, and we barely eat during that time. So at least getting that body move. So don't miss all four of those sessions today. Actually, is it 4 or 5 sessions today? I think it's five.
Let's see. You've got, yes, we do have 5 sessions. So what I have on deck that I'll be hosting is with Lily Banking. They're doing a second session. We, snuck it in there. It's only like 10 or 15 minutes. So if you have questions about small business banking as a freelancer, he's the guy to talk to. Literally, they have designed an entire platform specifically for freelancers. And so I just love his advice, and I love some of the direction. And of course, we're going to go over some of the platform as well. So if you have questions on any of that, it's a Q&A. So bring those questions. And then we're going to go straight out of talking about banking right into 100 freelancers talking money. I'm so excited about this session.
Me too. Me too.
And Jen, man, I don't know if I've ever met anyone that is more energetic to talk to and to talk about money. So it's going to be a really fun session. And then, like you said, I love the idea of, all right, we've had these conversations about money. Some people, some of us, I'm one of them, it gets a little, I don't know, just anxious and emotional even about talking about money. It's not been something that's been made safe in my world. And so Jen is trying to make that happen. And then to be able to kind of work some of that out, it's like, oh, okay, let's get out of our chairs and do some movement.
Yes.
And then, of course, we have the closing session. So all of the organizers are going to come back together at the closing session, 3 o'clock Central Time, and just chat about all things Freelance Business Week. We got a couple of announcements, most of which you may have already heard over through the week. But, we got the Legion of Freelancers that we kicked off this week. And, of course, we have freelance conferences happening later in the year. There's a lot of little things, some of them better than others, that you can still take advantage of throughout the rest of 2021. So we're going to talk about those. And then we just added a closing networking session. So if you're like going, no, I'm bummed, I didn't really get to meet as many people as like when we do this in person, you have a chance to do that. We're going to be jumping into Topia. There's instructions of how to do it, and it really is super cool. And if you want the virtual feeling of being able to walk up to another person and say hello, this is about as close as you're going to get.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so let me see, what else do we have? I think that's about it. So we're kicking off here a little bit early. I don't know that there's a whole lot more that I need to impart. I know that Miami did a great job of just going over the history of Miami. Tampa and Kansas City yesterday did their coin toss and kickoff for their day. That was super awesome. Yeah, they kind of integrated the whole sports thing because that day Tampa and Kansas City were playing in baseball or something like that, or the night before. So that was super funny too. Buffalo kicked off the week on Monday. It was super fabulous. She did an amazing amount of work on that day. Lots and lots of great content that day. And then we had Dallas and Denver that took on Tuesday. So man, it's been a week. It has been a week.
It has definitely been a week. And thank goodness, from what I've noticed, it hasn't been too many hiccups. Of course, we do things in the background, but it hasn't been too many hiccups throughout the week. So that's been super exciting. The speakers have just been phenomenal. So literally, y'all have not, even to this day, gotten your all access ticket for that $49 just to see those replays. It is worth it. Trust me. It is so worth it because going down the list of speakers and the topics, like just even listening to I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of her name.
There's so many, I don't even know which one to guess.
Well, one, which is that I really loved her speech, was Jazz. Like she talked about burnout, and we're going to have a different perspective
Oh,
today,
yeah.
but also very similar today about burnout as well. And there was a lot of good tips and tricks that she gave us to use. So definitely go back, check these speakers out, and really see what they have to offer. And do not forget about the freebies. The freebies. Grab your
Yes.
freebies.
Yeah, take advantage
So
of those. These speakers go, and sometimes the speakers go in and add stuff later. So if there was a session that you checked out, go back and see if they added another freebie or they didn't have one and they added one. That was another thing, because I did have a couple of speakers reach out. I was like, can I still add something? I was like, I think so. Go in and try it.
yes, and same with me. I've had some speakers who have added afterwards. So
Okay.
go back, check it out, get those freebies. There's a lot that is being offered. What's better than free? Everybody loves free. So what's the harm in getting that freebie? So check it
And
out.
And I can tell you, what back in my online marketing days, that
Mhm.
some of what we always taught people is literally give away your best stuff free, because it
Yes,
really sets the stage for the other stuff that people are going to pay for. So don't discount free. It really can be
yeah,
some of the best stuff some of these speakers have in their pocket, and go from there. It's no risk. It really is.
exactly, exactly. So I'm so looking forward to the closing of today. Oh, when we all come back together,
I
that is
know.
like one of the best part. Last year we came together at the end. It's literally the best part going through the whole week. Um,
And bring a
oh,
drink. I mean, we're going to have one.
well,
Well, you won't.
I will not be having my drink, but I do have my cup. So I'll feel like I'm drinking a little bit.
There
It
you
might have
go.
water in there though.
Well, we're going to give you a pass. I mean, because,
Yes,
yeah, that's just the right thing to
yes,
do.
yes.
So, for
It's
any of
okay.
you guys that don't know what we're talking about, Michaela is going to have a baby here in a few months,
Yes,
and she's doing the right thing, and we're so excited. So, I can't wait till July. Well, maybe we'll have to get all on
yes.
here and just say hi to the little one.
Yes, I cannot wait.
That
Cannot wait.
might be
All
super
right.
fun. Um, Oh, so somebody just put a post on here. I've already spoken to a lawyer about my contracts after the legal talk yesterday. Yay! I love the fact that Freelance Business Week literally impacts people's lives, their business, and because we're freelancers, they're so intertwined, right? Our business and our lives and our business. So we got a good morning from Freelance Business Week Tampa and Kansas City. Replays are very worth it. Colleague, friend recommended a session I missed, so I'll go back and watch so we can discuss. Awesome! So
Yes,
thank you guys so much for just kind of helping us understand that. Yeah, we think they're valuable. I mean, we've put a lot of time and effort into this. We get to know these
very
people.
valuable.
One of my favorite parts of the entire event is not just that we get to impact people's lives and businesses, but I don't know about you, but we get to meet a lot of people that you wouldn't otherwise meet,
Yes,
right? I mean,
exactly.
I met a gentleman yesterday morning in Topia in the virtual networking from DC. Walter, hello, Walter, if you're out there. And it was just so fun to just stand there in this virtual space and chat with him, learn about what he does and how he was like going, this is really cool, but it does feel a lot like a in-person networking where you have to have the guts to walk up to people. And it's like going, well, you can always walk away and they fade out of your screen. And so I love the fact that somebody felt like it was as close to in-person networking as you could probably get virtually. It's not Zoom. It's not going to look like this.
No,
So please
no.
come check it out. So to me, it's a great
Yes.
space that, we'll close out the entire week, and then we can all just kind of drop in and hang out and chat a little bit longer for those that want to.
And it will be so much fun because y'all, Topia is amazing. Like literally just this virtual world. It's amazing. So make sure that if you haven't
Yeah.
gotten your account, go ahead and get that account and check it out when we come on this afternoon. Actually, you can even check it out throughout the day, but check it out as
Yeah,
we come
that's true.
on this afternoon. So it's just an amazing way to network, just like Emily said. And I love it. And I'm not even a techie person. So I love it myself.
That says a lot, because I do a lot of techie stuff that this team is like going,
Yeah.
just stop it. Stop it.
She always does tech, y'all.
Pick
All
up a
the
pen and
time.
paper and make it work. I was like, no, we could create it, we could database, we could whatever. So we just had, Austin has an amazing food scene. Just want to put that out there because we freaking do.
Yes.
And I registered for the free version of Memorand as a Freelance Business Week sponsor for a free CRM. So yay. I mean, again, some of the freebies are working.
Yes. Yeah, because we didn't talk about anything often, did we?
And hey, Walter, I just saw that you said hi.
So just to throw some tidbits in there, like everybody know about Austin being keep it weird. We know about Austin being the music capital of the world. We know all of that. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that.
The person who just now put that comment about the food scene, oh, that's for real. Austin has food on lock.
Have you ever been to Trucklandia?
I have not. Is that the one where they have like the food trucks lined up?
Yeah, it's a festival. It lasts, I think, over a weekend. And the winner of it's actually it's not just a festival for food trucks here in Austin. And I think it usually happens in fall. I know the gentleman Case Erickson puts it on. But they also have there's a somebody wins $10,000 at the end. Best food truck wins $10,000. So yeah, it's super. I think it's 10. It might be more, maybe less. But that's awesome. And then we have the Chili Fest. Hot and hotter festival or something like that.
Gotta have chili.
Gotta have chili. Yeah. And then all the places, and I know there's a lot of cities and states across the country that have amazing places to hike. Arizona, New Mexico, I could go on. But I have loved Austin's.
The hike scene is for real. That is the one thing throughout this pregnancy I have been doing. It's a love of mine. I go hiking twice a week. I'm trying to go 3 times a week now. Like, hiking is beautiful here. And it's just absolutely amazing. It's for any level, so much scenery, stuff that is so hidden in Austin that people are so unaware of. It's some gems in Austin when it comes to hiking. And that's just the way that Austin is. Like, you bring your dog out if you have a dog, and they will meet their doggy friend. But hiking is so wonderful.
It is. I'm actually going to share something with you guys here in just a second if I can make it work. Let me see. All right, so guys, we've kind of made this announcement before, but and let me see. This is probably going to look kind of funky, but I don't know another way to do it. But check this out, guys. This is our National Day proclamation, and this certifies that National Freelance Business Week will happen every year on the 3rd week of April for the rest of our lives, for the rest of everybody's lives. I mean, to me, that was pretty amazing.
That is so awesome. Y'all, she has been working so hard on this. Like, there's a lot Emily does in the background that a lot of people are not aware of. But this is one she's been working on for a long time, and it finally happened. This is congratulations to Emily and congratulations to the freelance world, because we have a space. We have our space.
We have our space, and that the same with the Legion of Freelancers. The goal of that thing that we just kicked off this week because of the ProAct panel, it literally happened in the ProAct panel. We were having a conversation about how we so desperately need a collection, if you will, of freelancers that understand policy, understand what's happening in the policy space. And so and one of the speakers said, what we really need is like a legion of freelancers so that we can, post information, we can educate on both sides of different things that are happening, and, come together when the voice is needed. We can actually tap into that voice and say, okay, guys, we're needed here. How many of us can get to DC? How many of us can do it virtual? Whatever that looks like. And so I literally went on and bought the domain legionofreelancers.org and .com. And you'll see it. It's at the top of the screen. So if you want to just add your name to that list, it's not a spam thing, nothing to buy, nothing's being sold. Right now, it's just a collection of freelancers, and let's see where it goes. Let's see what we can do with it. But that's where that came from. It was Freelance Business Week that created that. And I may be a little bit of an action taker.
Just a little bit. But yes, sign up. Like, everybody with the link that Emily just sent. said, as well as we all received the email, make sure you get your name on that list. Get your name on that list. It's so important. If you did not catch the Pro Act panel, get the replay. It will go, it dives deep more into what it
It
is
does.
and how it's affecting freelancers and what we need to be aware of, because sometimes we don't always stay up to date on what policies is. We think that it doesn't affect us, but this one does. So make sure to get that education in.
And I can tell you that panel kicked off a whole bunch of conversation that's being happening in the background with all the people that are on that panel now. We have, one of them is actually literally going out and talking to some of the people that are for the act, against the act, so that we can get both sides of the conversation the best that we can. So our anticipation is that we'll have another one of those panels here in the next few weeks, maybe a month, to update us on what's happening there. So again, the whole purpose of that is education. It's not to sell you something. It's not to make you do anything other than to get educated on what may or may not impact our businesses as freelancers, our ability to even go freelance.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's super important. I even joined for that pro panel, and oh my gosh, the information that I found out, you check it out. Check it out if you have not checked it out.
And I've got a few emails like going, that may not be an accurate representation. Read this article or read that article. So I've started reading some other articles, and so I'm sending those to people that understand policy better than me, because I'm not a political person in general. I think the older we get, maybe a little bit more political we are involved in politics that we can get, just naturally. So I am reading those. So if you have feedback or information, I want to hear it, because I want both sides of the stage, I guess that's probably not the right word, to be out there so that you guys can make your own decisions. And again, that's what the Legion is for. It's not just to say, oh, well, Emily says we should do this. No, that's not what it's about.
For that. This is something that affects us all.
I just happened to be the one that bought the URL.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know about you, but if we let everybody go now, everybody will have about 12 minutes to go refresh your coffee. If you're like me, you're probably going to need one for this first session.
Yes.
And that's Amanda, right?
Yes. She's going to be talking about how to clarify your core brand. So if you want to learn from an amazing graphic designer, and I'm sure we've had others this week, I just know Amanda personally, and I just love her to death. And not to mention, she is the first person that bought the very first freelance conference ticket ever. That's my big thing. It's just crazy to me. So I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thanks for all the comments. There was some awesome comments out there that made I know my morning. I know it probably made Michaela's morning too. Yes.
And I will see you guys back here at about 11. Michaela will see you back here in, I don't know,
less than 15 minutes.
All right. Go get your coffee. Go get your water. And I'll see you there.
See you.
Bye, guys.